So for you guys, just so you guys know, as soon as I got put into the game, I got put into this screen right here, and I was like, where are my settings? Everything was too loud, and I was like, where are my settings? My settings! So, yeah. By the way, how do I start the game? I gotta go here to start the game. Am I playing already? I pressed the button, I guess. Edith Finch. How do I... Hello? Oh.
A lot of this isn't going to make sense to you, and I'm sorry about that. I'm just going to start at the beginning, with the house.
How's this sound for you guys? Just going to start at the beginning with the house. This is a horror game, guys. I'm gonna shit my pants.
I lived here until I was 11, but I wasn't allowed inside half the rooms.
Wasn't run inside half the rooms. Why? How the fuck am I supposed to know how to open that thing? There's no buttons on the screen. But apparently it's left bumper. Or right bumper.
Inside the mailbox were bills from 7 years ago, marked urgent, open immediately.
Someone was getting evicted.
I hadn't been back since my brother Lewis's funeral.
It's a great narrative experience. No trespassing. This property is protected by video surveillance. Trespassers will be prosecuted. Okay, by the way, I'm just gonna do this really quick. I'm just going to pop this or lower this to high everything right here, because it's not looking solid at 60 FPS and it's making my brain hurt. Better than trespassers. Discovery is the joy of the experience. Exactly.
My mother left me a key, but didn't tell me what it unlocked.
Now I have a key?
Maybe she thought I'd know. Or she thought that the mystery would be enough to bring me back.
The Finches. I like this old writing on the wall kind of thing. Can I go down here? Do I really want to start exploring? I'm getting goosebumps. Yeah, keys unlock doors. Explore it? Dude, okay, I gotta come in with an open mind. That's what I gotta do. I gotta come in this with an open mind because I'm already thinking this is going to be an horror game, so I'm already shitting my pants. Apparently somebody's missing. By the way, is the game too dark for you guys? Is it a little bit too dark? Okay, I can always up it a little bit. Let me know how that is for you guys now as well.
The truth is, even after I inherited the house, I never thought I'd come back to it. But now I had questions about my family that only the house knew the answers to.
Am I going the right way? I'm assuming I'm just exploring. Okay, so somebody's missing here. I see the poster. It's a little kid. I learned that from the Ovid. Philly came to that conclusion. Who's Philly? That crystal black's completely. Yeah, it did. That's why I'm asking if it's good for you. So this is the base, like. Ooh, okay, that's a huge difference. This is very dark for me as well, not only for you guys. This is very dark for me as well. Okay, so I think I'm going the right path. Is there like two paths to go to the house? Is that it?
The woods around the house have always been uncomfortably silent. As if they're about to say something, but never do.
You don't have to tell me that, that's for sure. Getting goosebumps just from walking around here. Okay, so there were two paths. Okay. I don't think you'll get anything extra scary. I'm already with an open mind. It's just it actually goosebumped me. It's like that kind of like false sense of security that you get, where like everything is so silent that you think something's about to pop off.
The house was exactly like I remembered it, the way I'd been dreaming about it.
The house was exactly how I remembered. That is a very
As a
iconic
child,
house.
the house made me uncomfortable and
Let me know if
way
the
I
sun
couldn't
gets
put into
too
words.
loud.
Now, as a 17-year-old, I knew exactly what those words were. I was afraid of the house.
Oh. It's a very unique house, that's for sure. It's a fucked up story. Imagine the rent price. In Portugal, you would have to pay, I don't know, dude. You would have to just, you know. The missing posters. That's the key to the house, I'm assuming, the one that I'm holding in my hand. But we're just gonna explore a little bit around the house first. Let's see what's up. Okay, so it was a little boy missing, Milton Finch. So somebody from the Finches was missing, I'm assuming. I like this, by the way. And not a lot of games actually do this, and not a lot of games actually get this right. The way you climb upstairs. This is just a very tiny detail, but I like it. The passage I missed. Which one? The one back there? The upper passage? Oh, yeah. I'm pretty sure it was just a regular path. But I like this. Like, the way you climb upstairs, it actually makes you climb step by step, and not like some other games that you just run up the stairs. It's just a very tiny detail, but I like that. I'm pretty sure that there was nothing here, right? Just a path. Maybe there's narrative. There's the deer! Yeah, the boy was clearly missing. Oh, I couldn't even come through here? Oh, actually I could.
This way in a long time, but I saw a few hoof prints.
You hoof prints? What are hoof prints? Like footprints? Anything else? Oh. Okay, so this was the whole path, okay. You haven't been to that house since your brother's funeral? Did she say that? I didn't catch that. My bad. I was too busy getting scared for getting my head. So I just found two zoom buttons, by the way, left trigger and left bumper. Is there a sprint button as well? Okay. Oh, by the way, I just realized the main menu is like a family tree. Edith, Milton, Lewis, Don, Gus, Gregory, Walter, Sam, Odin, Eddie, Calvin, Molly, and Barbara. So everyone is dead. Besides Edith. Is that it? Shit. Because Edith is the only one that has 1999. It has no final date, let's say like that. No funeral date. The house is very characteristic, that's for sure. Looks straight out of a Harry Potter movie, not gonna lie. It looks like the Weasels, what? The Weasley's house. Doesn't it look like the Weasley's house? Not exactly, but, you know. Alright, so before I go into the house, let me take a look at this side right here. Recyclables only. By the way, is the game smooth for you guys? No breaks, no nothing? No way, right?
Crawling through the doggy door used to be a lot easier when I was 11.
Okay. Why was that scared? Don't ask me. I didn't want to get jump scared. Okay, so we're in the garage. I was not expecting it. Hello, any bodies here? The hell is that? After only found the only boss, only hooves. Okay, so we're already inside the house, so no key needed.
The power had been turned off the night we left.
Okay.
For the first time in years,
January 2010. Edith, Milton, Lewis, Dawn, and Eddie. Oh my goodness, the freaking music, the background music.
I felt like I was home.
Giving me creeps. Felt like I was home. Please no one grab me from the side. I mean, everybody's dead. What am I
But
saying?
instead of a family, there
Everyone's
were just
dead.
memories of one.
Okay, so somebody's birthday. I'm assuming Edith's birthday. So that's Dawn, Lewis, and Eddie. Left the wine island. What? The wine on the table. Oh, I don't know, but it's Angeloth Vineyards. It's a Pinot from 2012. Okay, pretty good. Yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and say it. Like, I don't really mind the graphical side of some games, but this game looks really like it's appealing. Like I like the graphical side of this game so far. The Holiday Feast, Witch's Kitchen, A Viking's Belly, Lasting Thailand, The Nordic Cookbook, Weird Recipes, Flour, Salt, Water, Yeast. So exactly the kind of books that you would have in the kitchen. Okay. There's Chinese food on the counter. Who left the Chinese food here? Imperial Palace. Order today. You have the address too as
Like
well.
how only one restaurant would deliver to our house, so we had Chinese a lot.
Oh, yeah, I totally get that. It wasn't until like 5 months ago, or actually like a year ago, that we had Uber Eats here.
Or how after Lewis started working at the cannery, we all got sick of eating salmon. Except our cat,
Oh,
Molly.
yeah. That can happen too, yeah. Yeah, usually when you start working in a place, you usually bring a lot of that back into the house. Yeah, that's a lot. That's actually salmon. Yeah, it's salmon. Mistreatment of wine. I actually know nothing about wine, by the way. I only know what this cup right here is for. That's for like opening up the wine, pour it there, and let it like stay there for like 20 or 30 minutes. But besides that, I know nothing about wine. I'm not a wine connoisseur. I'm not a wine enjoyer as well. I don't really like alcohol like that. I'm just kidding, by the way. I'm not. That's a lot of freaking salmon. Okay, that's salmon on the table. That's salmon on the counter. That's too much salmon. We need to know one thing is how to drink. I don't really. Yeah, wine is not my thing.
The table was still a wreck from the night we left. It was like a bomb had gone off, killing everyone but sparing the furniture.
Yeah, I'm just trying to understand. Like, so they left in a rush. It's Eddie's wheelchair. That's the gas or the oxygen tank.
My mom was the only one of us who could imagine Great Grandma Edie living in a nursing home.
Edie, okay, not Eddie, Edie. So their mom was trying to get Edie to live in a nursing home. That's always a sensitive topic when it comes to families.
Nothing in the house looked abnormal. There was just too much of it, like a smile with too many teeth.
Yeah.
Even
Looks-
the fireplace had a story. Edie told me the bricks came from the original house, after it sank.
Okay, so the original house sank. Ooh. Okay, the next goes up the chimney. Yeah, the house so far looks good, besides the whole foot on the table shit and all that. The house looks good. I'd live in a place like this. They have a Samsung and all that. They have a flat screen. They're good. What's this? Dawn Finch living room. Oh, we can see our feet as well. Look, we're a little hipster. Hey, Halloween. By the way, guys, I'm alone in the house. Okay, I'm goosebumped. Yeah. You guys have any plans for Halloween? Barbara. Ah, nah, dude. Oh.
Great Grandpa Sven built a music box for Barbara, along with the rest of the house.
Pretty cool. Oh yeah, I know that, Evdir. I know. It's a very sensitive topic for some families. No one likes to be sent to a nursing home. It's just another day for me and most Romanians. Yeah, Portugal doesn't have the costume of Halloween as well, but some of us really like. I started enjoying Halloween not long ago, actually. I started enjoying Halloween in the beginning of last year, I think. Yeah, it's starting to catch on. And I actually don't like horror movies, so I usually pick two light movies because my mom doesn't like horror movies as well, so we just pick two light movies. Yes, last year we watched the day before Christmas or something. The one with Jack Skeleton or something. The animation movie. Hot take, I didn't like it. It was boring. Yeah, Nightmare Before Christmas. I didn't like it. Oh no, the animation was fine. It was just the whole story and like the whole like I don't know. Like I like the animation, the way everything looked, but just the movie itself didn't really, you know. I found it kind of forgettable. Yeah, exactly. Like it's a great movie. Don't get me wrong. But it's exactly what Evadier is saying. It's forgettable. At least for me.
My mom wasn't much of an optimist, but she never stopped believing that my brother Milton was alive.
Okay, so before they left, they already knew that Milton was missing. But they kept believing that he was alive. Okay, so that's Milton. Yeah, I don't like musicals that much as well. The only musical that I enjoyed, that's a lot of books. The only musical piece that I enjoyed recently was Herald of Darkness from the Helen Wake 2, and I haven't
Mom
even
always
played
told
the
me
game.
to stay out of the basement, so I wasn't too surprised when the key didn't fit.
Okay, so we're not going into the basement. That's actually a relief for me. Because we don't like the basement. We don't like the basement.
After Milton disappeared, Mom sealed up all the bedrooms. Then Edie retaliated and drilled peepholes.
Wait. Oh, Edie. Okay. This is starting to get creepy just because of, what the fuck? They already had Snapchat filters.
I spent a lot of time playing in Great Uncle Walter's room.
Great
I think
Uncle
my mom
Walters.
sometimes regretted not sealing it up.
Hey, it's a great room. It has whales and sea creatures.
Lewis told me there were secret passages, but I never believed him.
Okay, so we're still trying to understand. Oh, okay, we found it. I was gonna say, we're still trying to
Turns out
understand where
my
the
mom
key
was
is
really good
for.
at keeping secrets.
The keys for, but it was for this thing, which actually was a secret passage?
Now it was time to find out what my mom had been afraid of.
Wait, but we still have something else to explore. You're watching The Crow. I never. Oh, I know which one is that one. Didn't the new movie about that thing just come out? No, go there. I'll go there in a second. Let me explore
Edie's
first.
father, Odin, built the original house.
I need to know. I know. I need to know as well. So she sealed the bedrooms. Oh fuck.
Barbara was a child star for 2 years.
Oh fuck.
Until America grew
Dude.
out of it.
Don't look at the peepholes like that. The fuck is that? Yeah. Don't look at the peepholes like that, man. I'm gonna get scared. So 1944 and 1960 for Barbara. That's a lot of wine. So see, they keep the wine on an horizontal position as well. Okay, so this is going upstairs. We don't want to go there just yet. There's a lot of freaking books in this house. So this is Sven Hofstad Finch, which the whole house just freaking makes noises. So this was Sven Hofstad Finch, 1915, 1964, and Edie, 1917 to 2010.
The last time I was in Edith Sr.'s room, I was 10 and she was painting my portrait.
Oh yeah, but it is just saying that he needs to know like what's inside the secret passage. He's like me, he cannot wait. He needs to know. Like I don't know if he gets anxious. I get anxious sometimes. This is Calvin's, so 1959, 1961.
My Grandpa Sam spent 7 years sharing a room with his dead brother, Calvin.
What? Sharing a room with his dead brother? After he was dead? Why were the rooms sealed shut? Yeah, so they explained that already. It's because, so the missing boy, there's a missing boy from this family. It's called Milton. So Milton Finch was missing, was found missing. And after he was found missing, the girl's mother sealed the rooms shut. So this is Gregory's, 1976, 1977.
As a kid, I just assumed every house had peepholes and sealed rooms you weren't allowed inside of.
This is a room? This is a bathroom. So yeah, that's why they're all sealed shut, because Milton disappeared, I guess. So Milton was the problem here. That means they don't have access to your belongings? So you're saying that in a positive way? I like to keep my room shut as well. This is Molly's, 1937, 1947. You don't have access?
Molly always seemed like a girl
I'm sure you have a
being
key.
friends with, if she hadn't died in 1947.
So they kept from what I'm understanding, they kept the rooms exactly as they were, even though people died like 40 years ago and such. Just sealed on the sides. True. I'm assuming these are like dead people's bedrooms. So that's why, because this room was not shut, I guess. Alright, Freitas, my boy, we're going in. Oh fuck. Oh, we have to be on. Okay.
From the paintings on the wall, it was clear
Milton.
my brother Milton had been here before me.
Milton was here. He drew a cat.
Reading this, maybe it sounds like I had a plan.
Oreo? Exactly, that's your cat. That's Oreo. Yeah.
But I had no idea what was behind that door.
I have no idea too, but it looks like a doll's house.
Just like I had no idea where all this was gonna lead.
I don't like when it saves like that. Ooh, so we're in Molly's room. Oh boy, that's a lot of masks.
I got
Look
the
at-
sense Edie had spent a lot of time here.
Why
Before
Edie
my mom
though?
sealed the doors.
Oh, this is an altar. Oh, I don't like this. It's very cute, but I don't like this. What happened to her though? My question. She had blueprints of the house. Eddie and Sven, Barbara. She had blueprints of the house.
December 13th, 1947. Dear Diary, I'll be gone soon, but I wanted to tell somebody about what's gonna happen. It
What?
started when Mom sent me to bed without dinner. I woke up and I was starving, so I looked around for something to eat.
Oh boy, we're gonna have to relieve Molly's POV. The gerbil food.
The gerbil food was dry, but I didn't mind it.
Don't eat it! Is that the hamster's food or something? What the fuck? Don't eat it! What is wrong with you? Was this a carrot? But it's the hamster's carrot. You're not gonna eat the dog food. That's a fish. Oh! I thought about... You're not gonna eat the fish! Hello? I thought... No! You're not gonna eat the fish! What the f...
My Halloween candy was all gone.
Relatable. I don't have the dogs. Does she actually hit the fish though? I'm actually curious about it.
I thought about eating Christopher,
Oh.
but I held back.
Okay. Look at him, it's so cute, Christopher. That's a great name as well. What is
I
that?
kept eating and eating.
Oh no. Girl, that's not what you're supposed to do. That's not... Ew. Okay. I actually looked at it. I
I
ate.
ate a lot of things that night.
Okay. Can you actually eat these? I was actually super curious about this not long ago. Can you actually eat that?
Then I heard chirping outside my window.
There really is? Yeah, like there's like the fake ones and there's the real ones, right? Yeah, if they're not plastics, can you actually eat that? I don't remember the name of the thing.
Barn swallow going back to her nest. I reached out for her.
It has chains.
And suddenly,
She drops to the what?
I was a cat.
Huh? What do you what? I'm a cat. What am I? Oh, I can jump. Am I supposed to jump across?
I tried to be quiet, but the bird was really scared.
Oh, I cannot jump up there. Can I?
Mom and Dad
Can.
didn't even look at me.
Oh, they have no eyes. Why is she in bed and he's just standing up? Are they still getting into bed? You can eat that, but not many since they're toxic, but you can eat them, you shouldn't though? Gotcha. Not like I'm gonna eat it, but where's the bird? Surely not, right? How the hell did I get up there? Oh. What's up, little birdie? Here, bro. Don't run away from me.
I jumped and I almost got her.
Meow. Oh, it's a treehouse.
I could tell she was getting really tired.
The treehouse. Yeah, mistletoe, that's the name.
Now I was up in the big tree. I promised Dad I wouldn't climb it anymore. All I cared about was eating that mama bird.
That's very creepy, by the way, Molly, to
I
say.
gobbled her up,
Oh,
and suddenly I was an owl. First,
Okay.
all I heard was the wind. Then I heard little teeth nibbling in the grass. Rabbits.
oh, we gotta hunt rabbits?
I imagined his face looking up and seeing.
Is the game too loud for you?
talons. I swallowed him up, and I didn't chew one bit. Then I flew off to find something bigger. A mama rabbit. She was almost too big to carry. I started choking, but I couldn't stop eating. And suddenly, I was a shark.
What?
I rolled off a cliff and into the ocean. Now, I was hungrier than ever. I wanted fat, juicy seals. I tore off her flipper, and it tasted really good.
Katie, thanks for the follow. Welcome on in. This is very interesting. Starvation-induced deliria. It looks like it.
I grabbed on tight. But I was so hungry, I jumped out of the water. When I opened my eyes, everything had changed.
Am I an octopus? I'm a freaking octopus.
Now I was a monster, and I smelled people everywhere.
I'm loving the art in this game, by the way. You're done for. This is the same place. Why is the music getting louder?
I wanted to stop, but also I didn't.
What do we do with a drunken sailor? This battle with a rusty razor early in the morning. You're gone. What do we do with a drunken sailor? What do we do with a drunken sailor? What do we do with a drunken sailor? Can I look through the telescope?
After the last passenger, I was still hungry. And to cross the water, I smelled something new. Something I had to have, so I swam towards it.
At this point, I wonder what she's eating. Because this clearly looks like what Everdeen was saying. Like it looks like starvation-induced deliria. She's just eating all the toothpaste in her home. Like most likely nothing. But it makes you wonder though. What if she did something at the house? Like what if she ate something like the house pets or something? It's kind of insane.
I slithered onto the sand, and the good smell went into an old pipe.
The good smell went down into a pipe. That no one has ever heard that. This is her house, by the way. This is her bathroom. What the fuck is happening?
I got closer and closer.
This is her bedroom. Hello, guys? Guys? Oh, yeah, the fish. I forgot about the fish. Why does Christopher has to... Why does Christopher has to get it, dude? But this is her room. In a post-apocalyptic style, no?
All of my stomach started growling. And suddenly, I was me again. I held my breath for a long time, but I couldn't hear anything. I think it's waiting for me to fall asleep. But it's not going to wait much longer. It needs to feed, and we both know I will be delicious.
That's very creepy for a little girl to write, not gonna lie. Gonna be very delicious. That is gonna
I'm
be
not sure if I
great.
believed all of that, but I'm sure Edie would have.
Hey, she was a cat girl. Okay, so we end up not knowing what happened to her. I just heard the cat. What if her name is a reference to drugs? Imagine. Imagine. I'm hearing a cat. Where's the cat? Cat. Am I going to turn into a cat as well? Yeah, she had one dose of Molly and she was gone.
This will be obvious later, but my mom never told me any of these stories.
Edie
Of
would
course.
have, but Mom didn't like bringing up the past. Though, when we adopted a stray kitten, she was the one who named it Molly.
She who? Edie? Mom. Oh, okay. So we're going into the parents'
I
bedroom
spent
now.
a lot of time in Great Grandma Edie's room.
Forget about it. This is Grandma's Edie's room. What's that? That's her medicine.
We got along, and it was a good place to hide from my mom.
When Edie told people Sven was killed by a dragon, she could also have said he was building a dragon-shaped slide that collapsed. She could have, but she didn't.
It's not as interesting, right? Dragon kills Finch. That's more interesting than the shape of the dragon. Nah, the dragon. That's a lot of bird cages, by the way. And these are bird cages with... Okay. That is not weird at all.
Louis died a week before we left, but Edie had already started to memorialize him.
It's
The room was like a
Louis,
museum.
Odin, Rutherford?
For 500 years, the Finches have been famous throughout Norway for their fortune and misfortune. Odin Finch buries the latest victims of the family curse, his wife Ingeborg and their newborn son, Johann. On January 7th, 1937, he set sail with his family and his house.
And his
hoping to
house.
leave the curse behind. But 40-foot waves off the coast of Washington send the house and Odin to the bottom of the sea.
Oh, wow.
Odin's daughter Edie, with husband Sven and baby Molly, step ashore on their new home, Orcas Island. Odin Finch is the first to be buried in the new family cemetery. His daughter Edie is already dreaming of a new Finch house.
Okay. That's interesting.
Whatever's wrong with this family, it goes back a long ways.
I guess the family was cursed, huh? That's a duck. That's actually a goose. Two gooses. On the door. Middleman beneath the... Moleman beneath the Finch house. What?
Edie gave a big interview about a mole man living under the Finch house. My mom was furious.
A moleman beneath the Finch house.
I hadn't thought of myself as Edith Jr. for a long, long time.
Edith Jr. Lake Trip. What else is there? Sam Medal Ceremony, My Friend's Bigfoot, Edith Interview, Random Junk, Weird America, The Finches, Home Movies, Sam Photo Award, Conspiracy Now. 72-year-old woman refuses to evacuate because of a little forest fire. Edie won't go.
One summer, they evacuated the island, but Edie refused to go. For a few weeks, she was a celebrity.
That sounds like a Portuguese piece of paper. Or a Portuguese gazette. Not gonna lie. Something else here that I missed? Norwegian folk tales. So I'm assuming I'm still in Norway, right?
Even
This is
in
still...
their 90s. Sometimes Edie seemed a lot younger than my mother.
90th, I don't know, 90th anniversary. Anniversary. Does the door open? It doesn't. This was her bedroom. It's behind the door. That's the bathroom that I saw from the
The only
people.
trace Grandpa Sam's first wife Kay left on the house was the pink bathroom.
This
It
is
was a
ve-
pretty big trace.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, this is a very big statement from somebody, that's for sure. A pink bathroom, you don't see this every day. Also, the mirrors don't have a reflex. And it's not only a pink bathroom, by the way, guys. You gotta take a look deeply into this. It's not only a pink bathroom, it's a pink fuzzy bathroom. Also, with a wine bottle on the trash can. But it's a pink fuzzy bathroom, okay? What am I supposed to do here? Go out through the door? Oh. There's a secret in this bathroom by Sven and Edith Finch. I'm gonna miss all the names, by the way. Mispronounce all the names. Are you germophobic, Evadier?
There's a secret in this bathroom. It's in the last place you would look.
In the cabinet beneath the sink.
It isn't in the cupboard.
Okay, it's not there.
It's hidden in this book.
Oh. Okay, the house is gonna be filled with mysteries. Calvin Finch.
Sven gave Sam an old camera he'd refurbished. He never put it down.
Okay. Is this the camera? Yeah. The funny looking one, but it's a camera. Milton. So Milton was definitely here as well. Fort Calvin. I hate carpeted bathrooms. I don't think I've ever been in one. To hate it, I guess. Capture the secret lives of war photographers. So Calvin was a photographer, is that it? Or a photography lover? Oh wait, no, they're dividing the yeah, they're dividing the room. So this one was Sam's side, yeah, of course. So this was Sam's side, and the other side was Calvin's side.
I knew Grandpa Sam had a twin. And that he never talked about him.
Okay. It's another secret passage. I wonder who designed these. No, don't go in! I don't want to go in. I wonder who designed these. These are really cool. What's up, Helry? Oh, I'm assuming you're Evadier's sister. You both are Moonweavers. Twin sister,
I guess
yeah,
my grandpa
nice.
didn't like history any more than my mom
Command
did.
center. Yeah, I was gonna go for the stairs as well. Ooh, oh.
How I Want to Remember My Brother by Sam Finch. The thing I remember is that when he made up his mind, that was it.
Wow. Okay. You want to know where I met them, by the way, Freitas? We met with the most weird situation possible. This has never happened to me. Like, I'm not a huge MMO player, right? But I met Evadir and Dan, her sister, as well. We met on Final Fantasy 14. Also, so this is so we have cast on on my leg. So this is whose point of view? Sam's point of view? Or Kevin's
My brother
point of
said
view?
he'd die before he ate another mushroom. And he did.
Kevin's
At
point of
Barbara's
view.
funeral, we swore we'd never be afraid again. And he wasn't.
I used to love swings,
I
man.
think Calvin always wanted to fly.
And he flew. No? But I don't want dinner,
But
Mom.
that day, he finally made up his mind to do it. I told him going around was impossible.
Oh no. Did he actually?
Maybe if I hadn't said that.
Oh no. I don't want dinner, Mom. I want to fly.
Then maybe he'd still be here. But I doubt it.
Oh shoot.
I think he'd already made up his mind.
Oh. Oh my. I'm getting.
That's what I want to remember about my brother.
Oh shoot. I'm starting to feel dizzy. Oh shit.
The day he made up his mind to fly. And he did.
He flew already. Shit. Okay.
Calvin's story felt strangely familiar. When I was younger, I remember trying to do the exact same thing.
That's how Calvin died. Okay. It's a coincidence you're playing this game? Why? What's happening? Because I've played it. I'm pretty sure Everdeer told me you played it,
After the funeral,
but I'm not too sure.
Edie roped off Calvin's half of the room.
Roped up. Oh, just like a museum or something?
Mom
Told
said
him you did-
Grandpa
yeah.
Sam enlisted at 18 and never set foot in the room again.
Just for the sake of not alt-tabbing anymore, Freitas, you're now a mod. Ban those fuckers. Work. Work. Ban those best viewer fuckers. But yeah, actually, Everdeer told me that you played the game, Elry. But that was after I decided that I wanted to play the game, because a friend of mine told me to play this game like a few months ago. Because I'm not really into Elril. There's an L there as well. Oh, my bad. I'm really bad with names, by the way. You're gonna find out. But yeah, so basically, a friend told me about this game a long ago because I wanted to play some horror games during October because it's Halloween month, right? But I don't really like horror games like Outlast and stuff like that. Because I don't like to get chased. I get like adrenaline pumped and anxious and stuff like that. Yeah, you got the mod, but it's to ban those best viewers on fuckers. And some other stuff, of course. But yeah, a friend told me about that, and I've always been curious about what remains from of Edith Finch. Edith Finch, I guess. But yeah. Not necessarily a horror game that deals with death, but it's more unsettling than terrifying. Yeah, that's what my friend told me. That's what my friend told me. It's more psychological stuff than probably horror, I guess. So she told me it's very light. in the way horror goes. So that would be a great starting point for me, I guess. Chiriperinas and pepperinas, exactly. I didn't understand the first one
passages
though.
were a pretty tight fit. They'd obviously been built for smaller hands and
Wait,
bellies.
no, actually, I think I did. Did Molly die from starvation? To hasta la dude, that's the best expression I've heard in a long time. To hasta la pastas. To rigatini, there I go. Holy shit, Molly died of... Oh, that makes sense. Yeah, she ate a lot of bullshit. That makes sense, yeah. That totally makes sense. Let me just come here. Lower my volume 2 decibels really quick, or just 1. Just so I don't scream that much. She had berries which are poisonous. Yeah, and then she had to... Like, the berries don't actually upset me that much. The thing we're trying to, like... The thing we're actually neglecting is the fact that she ate a freaking whole tub of toothpaste. She ate toothpaste. But everybody's neglecting that. Milton. No, I wanted to go the other way first.
Growing up, I always thought of Barbara as a child star.
Oh, this is Barbara's room. Can we go back, by the way? Okay, I can't go back. I wanted to go the other way first. So that's Barbara's room. I didn't like Barbara's room from the people. I don't know if I'm gonna like it now. Okay, so we're back in the thingy.
Whenever people ask me about my family, the first thing they always want to know about is Barbara.
Was she a movie star? She ate a carrot and you were freaked out? Because that's the hamster's... I'm assuming it's an hamster. It's the hamster's food. Yeah, but I'm not freaking out about the hamster's food when she's eating a whole tub of toothpaste. That's for sure. Then she hallucinated. Yeah. Oh, did she hallucinate because of the berries? Because of the thingy? You never ate a steak and half of it was from your dog? I'm sorry, what? You never ate a steak and half of it was from your dog. My man meant for your dog. And he wrote from your dog. That got me worried for a second. Yeah, half of it went for my dog. Yeah, but my dog doesn't mind. I do. I'm very picky. I never ate dog. I mean, that's not for me to decide. No, that's up to you. I don't judge too
I never
much.
thought about how hard it must have been for her afterwards.
I wouldn't be opposed to try. Freitas, shut up, dude. What are you saying? What are you saying? Bro. Happy birthday, Barbara. Is that a birthday cake? That's no birthday cake. That's a birthday pizza. Barb Street. Okay, so she was an actress. She died in 1960. Dreadful Stories.
All the stories
Guest
people wrote
starring
about
Barbara
Barbara's death,
Finch.
I'm surprised Edie saved this one.
Is that the story of how she died?
Old Jack here with
Oh,
another
fuck.
ghastly tale inspired by America's most unfortunate family. I'm calling it The Surprise Ending of Barbara Finch.
There wrote a story about her death?
As a child star, Barbara was famous for her scream. Now at 16, she was all washed up. A has-been. But in a lucky break, she'd been asked to perform her signature scream at a local convention for monster movie fans. It was just the boost her career needed. Unfortunately, her scream hadn't aged well.
Getting better. I think you just need the right motivation.
Her biggest fan and current boyfriend, Rick, was about to demonstrate when...
Now that was a great scream.
It was Barbara's father, Sven. He'd slipped into a table saw and had to be rushed to the emergency room. So Barbara got stuck babysitting her youngest brother, Walter. Her convention comeback was cancelled.
Okay, I'm hearing frustration, but I'm not hearing terror. What if I tried...
A gang of hoodlums in Halloween masks have been terrorizing Orcas Island tonight. Police are urging residents to...
That came from the basement.
You're right! Also, I loved your delivery on that. Why is your basement door locked?
Because my dad likes making puzzles and secret passages. There's a key hidden in the music box. The secret is to keep winding and winding until finally the key pops out.
Thanks, babe. I'll be back in a sec.
20 minutes later, Rick hadn't returned. So Barbara went to look for him, right on cue.
Remember that? What? I looked to the side,
She
my bad.
reached for the music box.
Pick you from the music box? Didn't I just do this as well?
And as she wound the key,
I just did this.
for Rick, but the house was silent.
Oh, there's a key there. Oh! This is a classic.
She found Rick's crutch and imagined the worst.
No way they went for this cliche. No way, dude. This is such a classic. Boom. I don't like salmon cans. I don't like that. I don't, who likes pool nowadays? Yeah, the Halloween theme. I was trying to look for the name of it. The only thing that came to mind was the character, but I don't even remember the name. Who likes pool? Who likes detergents? Who likes everything? Just hit him with the crutches. Oh, what the hell is this? Oh, this is where
The gang's leader is
Sven's
the infamous Hookman
cut
killer,
himself.
Dr. Carl Hamill, who impaled and then ate his family 10 years ago tonight.
The famous Hookman killer, Dr. Carl Hamill, who impaled and then ate his family 10 years ago. I don't want to look behind myself. Fucking hell. Huh. Hello?
The old fridge rattled and grew still.
What is wrong with you? Hit him with the crutches!
Oh dear!
Oh dear. Oh
Barb,
dear.
relax. I was just trying to scare you to help you find your scream.
Well, I'm not scared, Rick.
She just
I'm
released a.
furious.
Oh dear.
Then act furious. All I'm getting
Oh,
from you
dear.
now is that you're hurt and confused.
By the way, my dog might start barking a little bit because
She
my mom
threw
just
him
got home.
out, but she kept a little something to remember him by.
Barb, have you seen my other crutch?
And she was still holding it when she fell asleep watching the Late Picture Show. Hours later...
Discrimination against pool.
Barbara! Walter, what's going on up there? Ah! Okay.
Who's Walter? I
keep it
don't
up,
remember.
But if this is a trick, you're dead, Walter.
This is a classic horror movie, right? The Halloween theme once again. I like pool as well. I'm not really a good player, but I like pool as well. Fuck the lamp. Oh, so the lamp is the only thing that doesn't break. Okay. Oh, I would love to have one of these chairs, by the way. The egg chairs, these were very vintage. I would love to have one of these. Can you guys hear my dog barking, by the way? Why are we going with a crutch, though? This... Oh. Hello?
Walter, are you there? Walter had vanished, but his bedside radio was still on.
Orcas Island police describe the man as 6 feet tall, with a steel hook for a hand. Residents are urged to lock all doors and windows and notify the police of any suspicious activity.
Barbara turned, saw the hook man, and was speechless. He was quite smashing.
It's quite smashing. Like that.
And he was. He couldn't get enough of Barbara.
Okay, Barbara, there's gotta be another way out of here.
That night, she played her part.
Yo, Barbara looking good. You looking good, huh? Just go through here.
Molly's door hadn't been opened in years. The hinges grown.
She's 16. Oh, forget about it. I didn't say anything. I didn't say anything. I don't know what you guys are talking about.
He wasn't moving, but she sensed the story might not be over yet.
I don't know who you're talking about. Who said that? Who said that? Who the fuck? FBI open up. I don't know who said that. Of course she's gonna get to the bottom of the stairs and the guy's not gonna be there. Yep. That's a cliche.
The hookman had vanished. She listened for his breathing, but all she heard was...
Ding dong! Goes the bong.
Someone at the door was dying to speak to young Barbara.
Hello?
At the door, she heard whispering.
Is it the guy?
It was coming from inside the house.
Oh shoot. You guys? Oh, it's the group. Oh dear. The oh dear line, bro. Oh, what?
The monsters had come to surprise her. For Barbara, it was a dream come true. Then she saw what kind of monsters they were, and she realized what was about to happen. She was going to be famous. And with her final breath, Barbara Finch gave the performance of her life. I wasn't there myself, but I hear Barbara was magnificent. Poor girl. She had a taste for stardom. But unfortunately, so did her fans. Of course, the police blamed it all on poor Rick, who disappeared the same night. And little Walter, hiding under his bed the whole time. He took it all pretty hard, but that's another story. As for Barbara, tucked inside the music box is all they ever found of her. Her ear.
Okay.
That's what I call a real eerie tale.
That's such a bad pun too. That's such a bad pun.
Edie told me all Barbara wanted was to be remembered, as absurd as that comic was. Maybe what Edie saw was a happy ending.
But then how did Barbara die? Was she killed by their group? Because they were talking about a group, a masked group on Halloween that was invading the island. So did she die, like did the group kill her or something? Okay, let's keep it going. So, Evadier was saying, killed by the renegade group that terrorized the area. Yeah, that's what I was thinking as well for Barbara. So we already know how 3 people died. 4, actually. And they all died in very interesting ways. Molly died from... I'm saying food starvation, but I'm pretty sure Elril said... from poison, from food poisoning, I think. Yeah, Molly from food poisoning. He died from food poisoning, then Calvin died flying. Combination, yeah. Then who else do we have here? Then Odin. I think Odin died. It wasn't from. Okay, Odin died trying to run away with a house. Calvin died flying on the swing. Barbara died from the group. And Molly died from food poisoning. Starvation and poisoning, yeah. Exactly. We already know how 4 people died. His family cannot catch a break, that's insane. They keep on dying in very weird ways. They did have a curse though.
Now I know why Mom didn't like me playing with the music box.
Yep, true. Actually, let's go to the music box really quick. I like that they went for the Halloween reference though. I like that. Funny enough, never watched the movie Halloween. Is it a good one? Heck yeah. This one was a deep from El Rilla as well. Am I saying your name correctly this time, by the way? Okay. There's a good Halloween one. That's it. Oh, the first one. Oh yeah, they made recreations, right? Who's the villain in? Who's the killer in Halloween? Is Halloween Freddy or is it Jason? It's Jason, right? Oh, it's not Jason. Halloween? Yeah, it's Michael Myers, yeah. Yeah, the pool table, it's intact this time. Yeah, it's Michael Myers. I always forget about the name. It's the guy with the white face mask. I hate playing against him in Dead by Daylight, by the way.
Mom said the basement was off limits, unless I wanted another tetanus shot.
Tetanus shot, that makes sense actually. So this is Sven's workshop. Great grandfather from Edith, I think. Edie's husband, I think. Something here to take a look at. This is the dragon he was building.
I saw Edie sneak down to the basement once, carrying packages.
Okay, that's the fridge, by the way.
I thought maybe she was hiding presents.
Huh.
It turned out she was hiding a lot more than that.
Bloody hell. The secrets don't stop with this family, huh? Oh wow, an underground passage?
I remember asking Mom once about where Walter had gone. She said after Barbara died, he got as far away as he could.
Oh. An underground
If there's a pattern in all these stories,
bunker.
I think it's that none of us has gotten very far.
True. Oh. Wait. Really? Did he die here? Did he like... Did he come here after Barbara died? And did he stay here for his whole life? It's 2005. By the way, I think it was Evadier that was asking how long has the food been on the table. I'm pretty sure that our current day is 2010. I'm pretty sure either 2010 or after 2010. Actually, they left the house in 2010. This is a few years after, I think. So Walter, 52 to 2005. He wrote us something as well.
Everyone. I can't believe I've been down here for 30 years.
Wow. He stayed in the bunker for 30
On that first
years.
day, after the shaking started, I didn't think I'd survive a week.
68 as well, by the way.
But after a few days, I settled into a routine. That's what kept me sane.
So that means for a few months. I don't know. So they left the
Having a
house in
schedule,
2010.
living for today.
I think she came back after a few years, so I don't know how long the food has been there.
I always expected to be dead tomorrow.
But it kept on surviving.
But if you wait long enough, you get used to anything. Even a monster on the other side of the door starts to feel normal.
Fun fact
Almost
about me,
hungry.
I have a can opener just like this. I was never able to use it. Never learned how to use it. I've tried like one or
And
two
then one
times.
day,
I was never
everything
able to.
just
2005. Wow, the music changed, by the way.
Whatever that thing was, it was gone. Maybe it got tired of waiting. Or maybe I just got tired of being afraid.
Don't eat mushroom and beans directly from the can. It doesn't have a
It's been a
lot
week
to do
now.
here, right?
The longest in 30 years. I'm
doesn't-
done waiting.
He doesn't have a lot of choices, right?
I have
though?
to leave. Well, I still can.
Does he have plates? He does have plates, so he could have just put it on the plate, but he just chooses to go for that, I guess. Because it's a different era of music. Yeah, I know. But like, it went from very happy music to 2005's very emo rock. So I definitely noticed that change of pace, I guess, or that change of mood. It makes sense because this is like the last year he lived as well, right? So he had to leave while he still could. So he left the bunker, is that it? This family really like their books. They have a shit ton of books. Cereal.
I know it's out there somewhere. Whatever killed Barbara and Molly and Calvin Maybe this is all a mistake.
Wow, that was heavy,
But
by
I
the
need
way.
to stop living the same day, even if it kills me.
Wow, this guy is super heavy, by the way. Why I live so much in solitude? Because after Barbara died, he witnessed, so it's supposed that he witnessed Barbara dying because he was under his bed when the group attacked. So he witnessed it, so he chose to live far away from his family, so he went into the bunker. And he spent
Whatever's out
30
there,
years inside the
I
bunker.
want you to know, I'm ready for it.
And then after 30
I know you
years, he
appreciate
decided that he
all
was ready to go out.
Especially the food.
He was ready to go out and
I don't
go
mind if I
after
don't
it.
have a year left. Or a month. Or a single week. I'd be happy with one new day. I can already imagine the sun on my face.
No way.
Walter died when I was 6.
No
I can't believe my mom never told me he
way.
was down here.
What? That's insane. The guy spent 30 years in a bunker. And the day he decided to go out, the minute he decided to get out of the bunker, he broke the wall, went onto a train track, and he got hit by a train. No way, dude. Wow. Yeah, that's really upsetting. Wow.
I'm sure my mom was trying to protect me.
I don't know if he had the concept of trains. That's true as well. But anyways, like, that's very upsetting. Holy smokes, dude. This game is so happy, right? It's very interesting, that's for sure. It doesn't necessarily
Maybe
need
she
to be
was afraid
happy.
I'd end up like Walter.
I'm a sucker for happy endings, but it doesn't necessarily need to be happy, I guess. It's just very interesting so
But
far.
if she never told me about an uncle under the house, I can only imagine what else she was hiding.
Yeah, and their mom,
I don't
Edith's
want to make the
mom,
same mistakes she made.
didn't tell her a single thing.
Trying to bury something that's still alive.
Are you going onto the train tracks as well? I love Doomer endings, to be honest, but I guess that's leftover trauma from
Now
Evangelion.
that there's only one of us left.
Never watched that.
Or maybe 2.
I'm still watching Demon Slayer.
I thought it was time I heard the stories for myself. And found out what happened to everyone else. But now I'm worried the stories themselves might be the problem. Maybe we believed so much in a family curse, we made it real.
I just noticed something. After seeing Walter die in the train tracks, I came here, like, right now, as I was coming out of the hole, I didn't even put a foot inside the train tracks. I went through the right path, through the side path. I don't know if this is normal or not, but holy smokes. So they made a memorial here for Walter. Oh, you know what's even the worst part, that now that I remember? Back in the bunker, he had a few trains laying around, like a train toys. So he definitely liked trains. How? Dude, life is fucked up, bro. Like, he liked trains and he got hit by a train as he died. What, dude? This is insane. The irony. Yeah, irony was the word that I was looking for. Wow.
I don't know if I should even be writing this.
Maybe it'd be better if all this just died with me.
Should be really fun at the Finches.
But I thought you should know about your family.
Aren't these the dolls that were in the basement? Like bandits.
And the history you're a part of.
Oh, this was where the boat wrecked, right? Where the shipwreck happened? Is that the shipwreck right there?
Though to be honest, I feel as lost as you probably do right now.
Yeah, I'm just a little bit. Not too much. Not the billions in the back. Yeah, the family,
I think
Batman's
the people
family
in these
gatherings should
stories
be
believe
very happy.
him, for what that's worth.
All these lights are turning on. I swear that's not scaring me at all. That's not freaky. Oh, they're motion activated lights, surely. Forget about it. Yeah, that's true, Evadier. So they were talking about, like, the house had a curse. Like, the previous house had a curse. And that's why Odin was trying to get away from it. Like, he was trying to run away from the same place there was. He took his house with him. He died at sea. And then they built another house. But apparently the curse was not on the house. The curse was on the family.
The house had that history of imagination and stubbornness and madness. Any of it seems possible.
And the most upsetting thing is, like, none of them seem to get really far. They all died from within the house or from, like, the places adjacent to the house. And they die always at a very young age, from what it seems.
We've been surrounded by death for so long, we've just gotten used to it. What kind of family finishes building a cemetery before starting the house?
Yeah. Oh, we're going to the cemetery now?
It's embarrassing for me to admit this, but...
At night?
The pet cemetery may be more uncomfortable than the human one.
This is the pet
3
cemetery?
of the gerbils were mine, and 2 had been my fault.
Wow, this is all of the house pets? Lucy, Daisy, Derpy Jr., Derpy, Charlie, Burpy, Tucker, Chirpy, Furpy, Coco, Zoe, Lurpy, Zerpy. Who the fuck named these pets Zerpy, Lurpy, Furpy, Chirpy, Burpy? Derpy, Derpy Jr. Who the hell named the pets all of those Derpies? And you have the cats as well. You have the fish, Christopher. Shadow the cat, Bob the dog, Oliver the rabbit, Shatsy, Bailey. Pet Cemetery is a really good movie too. Is that an actual movie? But it was small.
Sven built the house, but it was Edie who designed the cemetery.
That must be the children who did that. Oh, it's a book. Okay. Someone who killed a lot of pets? No, these were all pets that died. Naturally, I'm assuming. By the way, enjoy your lunch, Freitas. Molly Finch. These are the graves. Oh, that is pretty cool. They gave him like little icons. Like for example, Molly Finch has the cat with the wings. Calvin has the astronaut with the moon. Sven has the saw. So is it a saw that it's called? I don't know. Edie has the books. Walter has... Is that a bunker? Is that the hole in the wall? Okay, I'm pretty sure they did my man Walter. Did him wrong. Barbara Finch has a star. You committed... Funny enough, it's past. I committed a weird cooking sin yesterday. What did you do? What did you do? Oh, it's different. It's not the hole in the wall. It's like a great view. Let's keep
I'm
passing
sure
chicken
Odin's monument
meatballs.
had been Edie's idea. My mom was always trying to move on, but for Edie, the past never went away.
Speaking of pasta and chicken meatballs, and I remember that I had pesto sauce in the cupboard, so I get the sauce, put it in the pasta, and I realize it's pesto with tuna. And chicken meatballs. Holy smokes. Okay, I was not expecting. I didn't even know they made pesto with tuna. Yeah, but enjoy anyways. This is a really cool monument.
She could see it poking out of the water at low tide.
What is that? Is that shipwreck? That's my question. I've been questioning that for a long time now. That's the shipwreck.
Edie said she dreamed about the old house.
Oh, it's the house. You're having cornflakes with milk? Well, enjoy it as well. I'm gonna have frozen rice with chicken that I have there. One of the ones that you buy at the supermarket. A microwavable one. Using tuna as a sauce. Yeah, tuna as a sauce is just weird.
See where my mom was coming from. Her dad had been pretty strict, but it wasn't enough to save her brothers. She was just trying to do better.
True. Sam Finch, Gus Finch, Gregory Finch. Oh, fucking tuna. That's a lot of graves.
She lost 2 of her brothers, just like I did. I get why she tried so hard to protect us. We never found Milton's body, so my mom insisted we were putting up a monument, not a tombstone.
Ah, that's pretty cool. It has the paintbrush as well. Yeah, I really like that they gave each tomb like
There's so many things I wish I could ask
an
my
icon,
mom.
I guess.
Part of me thinks this is what she wanted all along. For me to come back someday and find everything out for myself.
We've been here before in Molly's dream.
But looking back on it now, if she told me there was going to be so much climbing,
I never would have come when I was 22 weeks pregnant.
What? We're pregnant. We're 22 weeks pregnant. I don't know if a pregnant lady is supposed to be climbing tree branches. Sure thing. Or climbing houses for that purpose. Did she say she was 17? No. Maybe. She is in her 10s. Holy shit, Elril, you scared the crap out of me. Oh. She's in her 10s and I'm like, huh? The story follows a 17-year-old Edith Finch, the last surviving member of her family, as she returns to her ancestral home for the first time in 7 years. So she's 17. She's not in her 20s, she's 17. And she's 22 years, she's 22 weeks pregnant. Nope. That's 17 years. So in Wikipedia, it says, what remains of Edith Finch is... The story follows the 17-year-old Edith Finch, the last surviving member of her family, as she returns to her ancestral home for the first time in 7 years. That's what Wikipedia says, but Wikipedia might be wrong though. Elrilla says, first time in 17 years, she was here at 9. Most likely she's in her mid-20s. Now my question is Edith having fun at having a little bit too much fun at 17, or are we wrong? What age is Edith Finch in What Remains of Edith Finch? The story follows a 17-year-old. Yeah. 17 years old. Oh, don't Google no, it's spoilers. No, it says here. Hear me out, don't Google no, it's spoilers. I'm just Googling the age. It says 17-year-old. They might get spoilers. Oh yeah, I'm just looking for the age, really. I just went on Wikipedia.
I never met Grandpa Sam, but I think he and my mom had a lot in common.
So now we're going to Uncle Sam's bedroom.
They were both
Is that it?
pretty intense.
Okay, that's a lot of animals. Okay, he was a hunt
Sam
freak.
spent his life shooting photos, but Mom said he got nervous being in front of the camera. I guess we're all afraid of something.
Huh. He was a hunting freak. I'm not really a fan of hunting. Yeah, we don't want to go in there just yet. That means this takes place in 2016. No, it takes, so I guess it takes place in 2017 because they left the house in 2010. She's from 99, like it says here. Top. Just like Freddy is saying, she was born in 99, they left the house in 2010, so she was 11, they returned after 7 years, so it's 2017, 17, almost 18, yeah, exactly. I'm not really good at maths, but yeah, that's pretty much it. Yeah, the calendar said 2000, yeah. She said that, that was the last time that they were there, they had to leave in a rush.
Instead of hiding from death,
the calendar said
Sam
2010,
seemed
exactly.
to go out of his way to meet it.
Instead of hiding from death, Sam to go out of his way to meet it. That's because he shot animals. That's not a good one. It's not a good way to do it. He shot a cat. Did he shoot a cat? Yeah, that's what I'm taking my guess as well. Because the calendars, all the calendars said 2010 on the kitchen. Ticket Airline. K. Finch. Orcas Island. Who is K? Oreo, get away from the screen. Get away, get away, get away. Oh, he took a picture. He was afraid of the camera, but took a picture. This one should be interesting.
Dawn, I promise, you'll never forget this weekend.
Yes, sir.
These memories are gonna last a lifetime. Perfect.
It's gonna rain the whole weekend, isn't it? Please just take the damn picture.
Hey, language.
Oh,
I will never forget this weekend, Dad.
That's the spirit. Okay, got it.
I'm gonna take some pictures, okay?
Just be careful. The camera's older than you are.
You're right, Dad. It's starting to clear up.
Still freezing, though.
what am I supposed to take a picture of?
Aw.
What am I looking at? Sorry. What am I looking at here? Is it the island? Is it the woods? To the left?
Definitely should
Oh.
have drunk all that coffee.
Hold still.
Hey!
Ah.
That's a keeper.
You always gotta take a picture when somebody's taking a piss.
I'm just saying, I'm not always gonna be here, Don. You'll need to remember this stuff, if you want to survive.
I'll be fine, Dad.
You know who else thought he was gonna be fine?
Some guy who died.
Don, I'm being serious.
I know, Dad. You're
That's
always
very true, though.
serious. Doesn't being out here make you want to chill out?
Well, to tell you the truth, I haven't been out here in 20 years.
Dad!
Good eyes, Don. Before you take the
Cinema.
shot, let me get a picture of you.
Dad,
Cinema.
Let me get behind you.
Oh, they're hunting the deer?
Do this?
Don, you don't have to do anything. But if you want to survive, you'll need to be strong.
Yeah, I'm not a fan
Great
of this.
shot, Don!
Oh, that's a great picture as well. Right on time. Oh, she's crying, dude. That's not cool.
I'm proud of you, Don. Always remember that, okay?
Yeah, that's not cool. Oh, I gotta run.
Sorry, Don. Just gotta reset the timer.
Dad, it's twitching. I think
That's
it's
totally
still-
normal, Don. Just focus on the camera. Try not to think about.
Dad!
Good. Good. You don't hunt animals. Good. Take that.
of all these stories, that's the one I wish most that my mom had told me.
Why is she crying? She was crying because she didn't want to kill the deer, but she didn't want to shoot the deer. This is actually, so far, this is the less upsetting one because I don't really like hunting. So yeah, this is less upsetting. It's surely there's some irony in it though, right? Not irony. In this case, it's not irony though. It's like you love to hunt
After Sam
and
died,
your passion
my
kills
mom
you, I
and Edie
guess.
got really close. They'd both lost a lot.
Once again. Sometimes my mom and Edith got close. They both lost a lot. Yeah, exactly. Well, this is not creepy at all. A nursery with Gregory and a picture of the baby. Yeah, this is not creepy at all, huh?
I can't imagine my mom ever writing poetry
And guess too. Race flag, breakfast, quiet time duties. Oh, so he had like a military education, I guess? There's Don as well, but Don is missing. Divorce contract.
Dear Kay, do you remember the way Gregory used to laugh when he thought he was alone? Like something funny was happening, but only he could see it.
This one's the most upsetting.
I think he saw things the rest of us don't.
Oh, I'm the frog.
Hand over, Gregory. It's time to... Hold on, sweetie.
Okay. Oh, please.
Hello?
Is it what I'm thinking about?
I told you I don't want to talk right now.
I'm done.
Sorry about that, Gregory.
I know you did everything you could.
Okay, I was expecting him to drown for some reason.
I hadn't called that night.
Damn it. Hold on, I don't want Gregory to hear this.
Oh.
sure he's happy. And he'd want you to be happy too. Good luck, Kay. Love, Sam.
I'm just processing the way Gregory died, and I look at chat and Freitas is saying, I am so happy right now, gosh. Yeah, it really wasn't that impactful because I was already expecting, I guess. I'm also being very ironic. I know, I'm just fucking around. Yeah, it's not the, I guess it's not the saddest because I was expecting it already. Like, once I saw the baby in the bathtub, like, I was already expecting it, I guess. But yeah, that's fucked up. How old was he? 1 year old? Yeah, 1 year old. That's messed up. Less than, Jesus. Sarcasm. I know, guys. Relax. I'm messing around. Okay, relax. I know how to identify sarcasm and irony. I swear. But yeah, how's it going, Vienna? Did you platinum this game as well? 4 poems for Gus. A
Who
poem.
always said
Okay.
the wedding was a bad idea. Our
The
father
wedding.
never hit us kids, at least not very hard, before the day my brother said with teenage disregard that he'd be dead before he'd see a wedding in our yard. My father made him come, of course, but Gus stood far apart, just flew his kite and bottled up the storm inside his heart. I tried to talk him out of it, but though he'd never met her, we don't need a stepmom were the words that I
now pronounce you husband and wife. You may kiss the bride.
Oh.
When the time for photos came, Dad ordered him to come here. But Gus declined, and as a sign held up his middle finger.
Oh! Oh! Also, this is the totem that I saw broken on the beach. That's rude.
The wind picked up, and panicked geese appeared and quickly went. But all the humans did that day was go inside the tent. The rain came down in buckets then, but no one seemed afraid that nature might destroy the tent our dad had crudely made. The thunder sounded much too close and full of angry power. But all my father said to this was, "Make the music louder."
Make the music louder. So they died, so Gus died
I wish that I
at
could truly say I thought
the
about
wedding.
him that day. Out there on the beach alone, just you, the wind, the sea, and foam. But I didn't. Until we found you.
She never talked about him, but Mom told me once if I was a boy, they were going to name me Gus.
Most fucked up version of Katamari Damacy. So I guess he died at the wedding because of a storm. Also, by the way, I don't know how small the game is or how long the game is, but we've already discovered how most of the family died. Already discovered how 8 people died. There's only 4 left. This game's super short. Thunder and lightning together with flying kites are not a great combo. I'm assuming it wasn't flying the kite when the storm hit, right? Maybe it was.
My mom moved up to the loft after her brothers died.
At the time, it was as far away as she could get.
By the way, guys, I'm not gonna write a review on this one or do a video. I'm just gonna upload it to my gameplays channel. So if you guys want to take a look and you are not able to watch the full stream or the full gameplay, !! YouTube channel, and then you have the secondary channel there as well. That's the gameplay channel.
She spent a summer building houses in Calcutta, where she met my dad, Sanjay.
Calcutta, bro. That's the Portuguese way of saying it. Calcutta, bro. Calcutta. That's the Bible too.
Religion
But who's
was another
this?
thing my mom never talked about, but I think it helped her a lot after her dad died.
Sorry, just need to stretch my neck. Looking for some toasty meat.
My mom
Actually,
moved to
kites are
India a week
conductors
after
of
graduation and got a job teaching English.
kites are conductors of electricity, right? Mostly uncut.
Lewis was born a year later.
When my dad died, I don't think Mom knew where else to go.
Dawn.
I'm sure Edie was happy to
Wilson
have her back
Lewis.
and to see kids in the house again.
Okay, sorry, they kind of lost me in the last 20 seconds of the story. So when the kids died, her mom moved up to the loft, or up to here. We're almost at the, we're
The house
actually at
had
the
to
top
get
of the
a little
house.
Bigger, but Edie was used to that.
So they came up here.
And for a while, things were good. Almost normal.
They were they were taught at home. They had like home school. Mrs. Finch. I actually never met someone that had home school.
But it didn't
That is not
last.
that is not really that usual in Portugal. Everyone goes to school, I guess.
The beginning of the end was Milton's 10th birthday, when Edie gave him a castle.
Yeah, it's more usual in the US, right? Actually, this might be a stupid question. Is Romania still in Europe? Yeah, Romania is still Europe. Yeah, forget about it. I knew this was a stupid question. Anyways. Why wouldn't it be? No, I was just trying to locate myself in the map. Milton. They never found him.
After Milton disappeared, the only thing he left behind was a room full of paintings.
So this was Milton's room, right on the top of the house. So all he left was a room full of paintings. So he left a room full of paintings.
I think Edie was happy to finally have another painter in the family.
Oh, Edie was a painter as well. Oh, there's some really good stuff here. Some really good stuff. No, don't go out. I thought you were gonna close the window. Is this an elevator? When I asked if Romania was still Europe, by the way, don't take me too serious or don't take me like on the wrong side. I genuinely was just trying to locate myself on the map. This is like his... What's the room an artist has? It's atelier. That's the Portuguese word. Studio. Yeah, it's a studio. Yeah, forget about it. I was trying to look for the Portuguese word. Atelier or studio in English. So atelier is actually an English word. Okay, we use that in Portuguese a lot. But so let's take a look at how
Milton Finch in The Magic Paintbrush.
Magic paintbrush. Oh, I love these. Atelier is not in English. Oh. Yeah, atelier is Portuguese. Isn't it Romance languages? Oh. I love these, by the way. Sneezed. He drew himself doing the thing. Through a door, you enter the door, and then boom. That's the magic paintbrush.
I was 4 when Milton disappeared.
It says 92 to 03, but they never found his body. So I'm assuming that's when they gave him up as dead, I guess. It's in 03. If you want to look at better, a bit above Greece, you have Serbia and Bulgaria, and then you have Romania just below Ukraine and Moldova. Yeah, I was just trying to look at myself. So it's below Ukraine as well. Okay. The same in Romanian. It's Ilir, sir. I was just
Mom spent months searching for my brother.
Dude, my brain
She sealed the doors.
my brain bugged, and instead of saying really in English because I was talking to you, I was gonna say sério, like really in Portuguese. My brain just bugged. I woke up way too early today. That's funny.
Whatever Milton had found in the house, Mom didn't want it getting out.
Whatever Milton found in the house, Mom didn't want to get it out. Where am I supposed to go? Oh, we can see. Okay, there's more house above. Okay.
Mom definitely blamed Edie, but I think Louis blamed himself.
Found that's weird. Yeah, I thought the same thing. What the hell did he
After
find?
he graduated, he just spent more and more time in his room. Until Mom got him a job at the cannery.
This is Louis, 88 to 2010.
Everyone always told me to stay out of Louis's room. Except Louis.
Wait a second, this has sex dungeon vibes. Just saying. One of two, either sex dungeon vibes or cyberpunk discotheque or cyberpunk disco vibes.
Lewis's room smelled very, very familiar. That part of him lived on.
Very familiar, you say? Huh? Oh, I'm hearing this song. Yeah, this is not cyberpunky disco or sex dungeon. This is very namaste, brother. Legalize marijuana, dude. This guy would love to live in our time space because marijuana is actually legalized nowadays for consumption. This is stoner vibes, yeah, yeah. This in Portugal, I think it's legalized up to a certain point, I think. Hey, he had that Wonderland Turbo. Did you guys get this console?
Lewis and I spent a lot of time playing games together, but he was surprisingly bad at them. He died a lot.
Medical usage, most likely. Yeah, I spoke with a cop not long ago, and he said it's actually kind of like legal. It's legal up to a certain point. It just has to be prescribed. If it's prescribed, then you can consume, I guess. The only thing that's illegal is to deal. Like dealing marijuana it's illegal, of course, but consuming is legal. That's what he said, at least. This is a cop's word, not me, guys. Cop's word. Okay, so this is Lewis' room. Let's take a look at how he died. He was a gamer too as us. He had 2 screens. Having 2 screens in 2010, that's insane. Got a letter. What the hell is that? Institute of Psychology.
Dear Mrs. Finch, as Lewis's psychiatrist, I can understand your desire for an explanation. As I see it, the trouble began in January, shortly after we convinced your son to seek treatment for substance abuse. Newly sober, I believe Lewis first noticed the monotony of his daily life. He kept working at the cannery. But he withdrew part of himself. In our sessions, I saw the same behavior. His mind began to...
Yeah, monotony is a bitch, not gonna lie.
wander.
Oh.
I asked him to describe it. He said he started small, imagining a labyrinth. He'd feel his way about. Then something moved.
This is so relatable.
Bats. And toads. And things that have not names.
The T-Rex.
He knew it was all in his head. But he took it very seriously. I had hoped he'd find himself. But he found something more. I worried about him then. Daydreaming at the cannery.
This is very interesting, not gonna lie.
I spoke with his boss. But he said Lewis had become a model employee.
Really?
Methodical, tireless, focused.
Mm-hmm. He's not even paying attention to
Like
what
a
he was
whole new
doing.
Lewis. So I let him go on. I even encouraged him. It seemed very promising at first. He told me he'd made a new friend. On the edge of a city he named Lewis Topia. He built the city up slowly, brick by brick. Then he made musicians. And songs for them to play. He talked about starting a band. And he was always humming something. Every day his imagination grew stronger. He no longer spoke at the cannery. But his chopping was as reliable as ever. Then one day it struck him that all the cheering crowds, even the stones under his feet, were all in his imagination, so he could do whatever he wished.
So he could do whatever he wished. This Lewis story is very interesting. It's very relatable, at least for me.
He held an election for mayor. And he won. They begged him to stay, but his mind was already wandering. It became a game for him. He'd conquer a city, then immediately push on.
Now I realized something as well in the gameplay that I'll tell you guys after we finish this
New
section.
Louisville.
This game is a freaking masterpiece, I can already tell it.
St. Louis. He started drifting away from our reality. Minneapolis, until one day he forgot to go home from the cannery. Even as his mother pleaded with him, part of Lewis kept sailing on. In Lewisburg, he heard rumors of a
Handsome queen.
handsome queen.
Can choose.
The queen was on her own quest for
Radiant, sinister serpents.
sinister serpents. He followed the sound of her
Electric sitar.
electric sitar. His chase led him to a golden palace east of the sun and west of the moon. Even then, his logic remained sound. He knew the world was all in his
This
imagination.
game is insane.
But he was so proud of having created it. In his own eyes, he'd become something greater than a king. For someone who'd never known success in the real world, I think it was overwhelming. And then it struck him that the real Lewis was not the one chopping salmon, but the one climbing the steps of a golden palace. My imagination is as real as my body, he told me. It was hard to argue with him.
Now we're back at the cannery.
He began to forget the world we know.
Guess this was his locker. Still at the cannery.
I think it pained him to remember Lewis, the cannery worker.
I'd have gone for a beautiful prince. It's just not my drift, but I totally understand if you went for that one. Oh, is this an out-of-body experience? Oh.
He began to despise the man with a royal contempt. I still thought I could save him. Even after he said he was being crowned king over all the lands of wonder. The palace would be packed with his companions. Including the wise Calico who'd insisted on advising him.
What's a calico?
His queen waited, holding his crown.
The cats.
There was only one thing left to do. Bend down his head.
I see the guillotine.
I think you know. Mrs. Finch, your son was a kind man who will be missed by all of us who knew him.
Did he guillotine himself on the cannery fish guillotine?
My brother was really cool. I wish you could have met him.
Yeah, so far this is the most upsetting one for me as well because it's so relatable, right? I don't know, like, it's not that I've ever worked in a factory, but I've tried out for a factory. I went on like an experimental day. It's kind of like those Charlie Chaplin old movies where you just keep doing the same thing over and over, right? And you eventually, like, you get bored and you get like immersed by the routine that you're doing, like the job that you're doing. And in that case, like, I worked there for like a full day and I was like, fuck this is not for me, I'm out of here, right? But once you get stuck working in a dead-end job in the factory, it's a decent job, but you might get immersed by normality or by the routine. And it's funny because the game really gives you that feeling, because through this section, as I was like roaming around in his imagination, right, the left side of the screen, like on his kingdom, let's say, my right analog stick was still doing the thing, like picking up a fish, cutting his head, throwing it into the table, doing the same movement. And like at some point, I was only looking at this left side of the screen, and I was only controlling the kingdom part. But I got so used to the routine that once a fish came onto the screen, my brain just processed to pick up the fish, cut his head, and throw it on the table. And like this game is a masterpiece just by these simple things. Like it's really giving me the feeling of what Lewis was feeling, right? The routine, like the mechanical thing, or like I'm wondering, and just cutting the fish. Holy shit! It's this one was definitely the most upsetting one for me because it's so relatable. I think Linkin Park actually made a song about this routine thing, the emptiness machine, right? The emptiness machine. Wow.
On the way back from Lewis's funeral, my mom told me to start packing. She waited until the day before we left to tell Edie. I'm not sure if she wanted to make it easier or harder. I wish we'd stayed.
Whose room is
I
this?
understand why we left.
My mom ended up leaving everything behind.
What happened that night had been coming for a long time. Maybe it should have come sooner. But it had to end one way or another.
All that's left now is to tell you about that last night.
So this was Edith's room. Edith. It's so hard to say your name in the right pronunciation. I just prefer to call it Edith. Edith Finch.
That whole last day, Edie just watched us pack and didn't say a word. Until supper, when she raised her glass and said,
"To our final night together, and all our final nights apart."
Grandma, you know what I said about alcohol. Some of your medications are very
Edith,
specific.
I left a present for you in the hallway. Why don't you go open it? The grown-ups have to argue now.
I'm sorry, you're right. We're all leaving tomorrow. Let's just enjoy our last...
I'm not leaving.
Edith, you're excused.
The power had been shut off that morning, but Edie always had plenty of candles. When my mom sealed the library, I don't think she knew about the other entrance.
Oh, so there's an entrance to the library,
Or
okay.
that Edie had a key to it.
Oh. So many Ediths? Yeah, so it's like, it's Edith, then it's Edith Jr. I think our mom was called Edith as well. So that's Mom Edith, that's daughter Edith, then there's Edie, which is the grandmother, I think. Can you go into the thing? It's a hard name to pronounce as well.
The thing you're afraid of isn't going to end when you leave the house.
Curse, right?
Edith has a right to know these stories.
My children are dead because of your stories. I think it's best if Edith and I leave tonight. We'll have the nursing home send a van for you in the morning, okay?
History of the Finches by Edith Finch.
Dear Edith, there's so many stories I wish I could tell you, but there's only time for one. This is about what happened on the night you were born. That night, the
Shit.
tide went way, way out.
Down
It
to
was
the bone.
First and last time I ever saw the old house aground. There'd been an earthquake out in the middle of the ocean. They called it the lowest tide in 1,000 years.
Ooh, this makes
God, it
sense.
smelled awful. You know, I've seen that house every day of my life.
This makes sense because on Walter's POV there was I actually forget about it.
When the fog rolled in, I lost my way.
Walter's ground shaking was trains going by, not
I got turned around.
another thing. Edie grandma, Dawn, mom, Edith Jr. POV. Yeah, okay. Thanks.
For a while, I wondered. I started seeing things.
It's a deer. She got lost at the fog.
Things I'd forgotten had ever existed. But when I saw them, they felt like old friends. That night, a lot of things came back to me. Or maybe I came back to them. Things I can't explain, but that I need you to try and...
Edith, what are you doing in here?
It's mine.
Edith!
Mom, you're gonna rip it. Let go. I kicked and screamed, but Mom dragged me to the car. I never saw Great Grandma Edie again. The next morning, the van came to pick her up, but she was already gone. After that, we moved around a lot. We both tried to make the best of it.
Love the way they did the text in this game.
A few years went by. My mom didn't like to talk about it.
Yeah, it is. It's
but
really
she
good.
started getting sick a lot. The rest happened pretty quickly. She got better for a while, and then she didn't. And then I was alone. The last Finch left alive. Until I found out about you. I'm still not sure what to tell you about all this. If we lived forever, maybe we'd have time to understand things. But as it is, I think the best we can do is try to open our eyes and appreciate how strange and brief all of this is. This journal was supposed to be for you. But now I hope you'll never see it. I just want to meet you and tell you all these stories myself. But I guess if you're reading this now, things didn't work out that way. This is where your story begins. I'm sorry I won't be there to see it. It's a lot to ask, but I don't want you to be sad that I'm gone. I want you to be amazed that any of us ever had a chance to be here at all. Good luck.
A fucking great game, dude. Wow.